After all these years, I did not think it would be you who searched for me. Why? After your saving, what am I to feel? Do you even know how many times we've met like this? Of course you don't. Without memories that transcend logic and reason. You are my enemy. More so than you will ever know, or ever be able to feel. No matter how many times I do away with you, you return. Either I find you, or you find me. As if fate has strung us together. Eternal oppositions. Opponents. Why do you look at me like that? Do not try and sway me. Your choice has led to this. Your sin has ached with my curse for far too long. When do you think, with all of this, there is room for retribution? Never. Nothing. No apology is good enough. Do you have any idea half of what you've done? No. And that is the cruel truth of it. No matter how much you rack your brain, no matter how much you try and apologize, no matter how many times we find each other firmly plunged beneath the blade of the other, we always return. We always find ourselves here, back from whence we started. Retribution is empty. I don't hate you. I hate your sin. I hate the consequences that drew us so far, that made sure that salvation was always out of reach. Not even in my dreams can I know that sublime rest as an eternal end. Eternal rest is for everyone else but me. Damn it. Hold your tongue. I wish to hear nothing more. There's a reason for everything I've done. It's not just blind rage. Despite how you may see me, I am not simply the villain of your story. You and I, we face this eternity in different, far different ways. You with ignorance, and I with envy. You will never know what you've done to me, even if the inkling of your thoughts, the slight knowing of your intellect. So then, why can't you end my suffering? Why am I trapped here in this prison of flesh and blood that never stops getting back up? only I could beg you to end it, and it would have some meaning behind the sword piercing my heart. But only pain awaits, only suffering and numbness. It is not. It's not possible, is it? How will I face eternity as someone who was never meant to? I'm not like you. Your series of living and dying different lives. I envy you for it. You and I met so long ago, and yet only I have memory of it. You will never know what you did, never understand it. Why do I even continue moving, talking, seeking vengeance? Sometimes I admit it. I too wonder why. Why is it the satisfaction of piercing your heart dulled 1,000 years prior? Why do I look at you and feel guilt? How far I've fallen. This lonely journey draws ever forward. And you should leave now, before I change my mind. Leave. And don't you dare look back. Imbecile. You think that there's any word you could say, any action you could take that your previous self hasn't already failed at? It's almost amusing at this point. Is it your own guilt? A care of connection? Or perhaps the blood that I've shed from you that stains my sword? I can't pick which one bothers me the most. But if I had to, it would be those stupid eyes that still look at me with sickening compassion. What do you know of that word of salvation? What do you know of me at all? Do you think my vengeance is unjustified? Maybe now, after the tens, hundreds, thousands of times we've done this, I have stolen from you many lives. But the problem is, you gave me a life unending, dull even to the sharpest sword. I have no escape. And you have so many. How cruel to weep from me now. It reminds me of a time before things were muddled, when my care for you was more than just... Never mind. It's nothing. Even if the past was laden with silver lining, would you dare to say it can be that way again? Seeing how I am, how we are. Would you say that? Even still, save your breath. I don't want to hear any more rot from you. Your expression tells me enough of how you feel. Believe me, I am no fool. I can tell how much this hurts you. I can even tell how much you wish to make it right, despite having no blame other than sharing a soul. One single soul. That soul is why I can always know it's you. Those eyes. Those damn eyes. Don't look at me. Don't even breathe. This is vengeance. This is where we draw our end again. It's with shaking hands and an unfortunate heart that we must end this way again. But I will find you in your next life as well. Why can't I? What is this? Explain to me now. What the hell is this? Impossible. Me, unable to drive the sword forward. Hell. Pathetic. No. I refuse to accept this. I can't even ask you to end me. I am unable to. I won't let this stand. This is not how this story is supposed to go. And so, for once, you sat atop me. Having won, disarmed me in my moment of doubt. Take your victory however you see fit. I will be back, for there's nothing else for a blade. No compassion, no kindness, no soul left. I am a forever living revenant, a ghost of flesh and blood, and I will forever haunt you for your act of unwanted kindness. for your selfishness of not being able to part with me. At first, I was overjoyed. It was a second chance. But then I learned the truth. It wasn't for 50 long years until you died that I realized it. The first time that you went away, I felt it. Just a tinge of hope when I found your soul using divination. I knew you existed somewhere out there in this ocean of stars. And when I found you, it was already too late. The cards had fallen. The house had become nothing but rubble. You will never know, not even slightly, the things I've done for you, that I've seen of you. Every time that I tried to save you, that I tried to do something, the price was unacceptable. Further and further, this blade traveled, and I saw it. You, who could never know who I was, and I, who couldn't forget. No matter how many times this eternity has faced me, I never once thought I would see this again. A moment in time where you tried to save me again and again and again. You who became mine, who left me, who stabbed me through the heart at least 100 times. I've been everything, and you've been nothing. Nothing to me. I learned after the 5th lifetime how cruel forever can be. How the meaning of time no longer had anything to do with me. I was simply a ghost, one that you continually forgot. My love, my adoration, it turned sour after so many lifetimes. I think it was the 12th. That was when I started feeling resentful. I realized, even in the best of cases, when we had our happily ever after, it would end with me alone, and the cycle would start again. While both of us were denied our salvation, you will never know, past this life, that you were denied anything. I became jealous. I will not make excuses. And the fact that you hadn't run yet reminds me of our 5th life together. It was almost perfect until they came. They stole you away. I cannot explain to you how much love and hatred I have for you. But perhaps you're fortunate. This time of merely ending you is a mercy. That's what I told myself. That's what I always believed. That's what always needed to be done. Silence. What could you possibly know? With all of this, everything. And my eternity. Even I have to laugh at how empty my words are. There is no way in this universe to do so. So what? You'll live with me. You'll love me until you forget about me and pass on to the next. Then I'll find you again. And then what? Cycle after cycle. What am I supposed to do? I never wanted to hate you. But time dulls every resolve imaginable. You may never know what I feel, but I miss the feeling. I will admit it. While it is not salvation, I wish to remember something pleasant instead of the pain. I, as well knowing as I might be of just how meaningless all of this is, wish to hold you once more. I wish for so many things, feelings, truths that are not mine to have. And yet still, I can do little more than try. Silence. I do not believe you. Your words telling me you remember. Then why is it you're embracing me? If it's the truth, you should be tormenting me unequivocally. You should have me chopped into pieces and subjected to hell itself. I know you never betrayed me. I'm painfully aware that it's I who acted selfishly All this time, even if your one act, with good intentions, paved the way to my personal hell, I should have never held it against you. I am as much at fault as you. My sins, great as they may be, I know no other way. No other way. Tell me you're lying. Tell me you don't remember. How did you know that was our secret from before How long have you known? Then why? Why? All of those times. Why are you only saying it now? Why endure so much? You are as much of a fool as the day we met. I hated that sight so much. Your recklessness, your lack of forethought, impulsivity, and this beautiful idiocy. How dare you steal my lips again and make me feel after I long since gave that up? How dare you make me remember such good times when my life now is nothing of the sort? How dare you make me remember why I fell in love with you at the very beginning, when we were both young and stupid, empty-headed. You, more than I, we faced that which could never end without tragedy. And yet now, after so long, you dare. If you knew, why didn't you say it? Damn you. Damn you. This is impossible. You. I missed that insatiable, argumentative side in equal parts to my hate of it. The fact you would never let yourself be wrong. That's how you justified it. From the first day of never wanting to lose me. Yet ironically, you ensured just that. Long breaks, hundreds of years, when I don't even know where you are or how to get there. Why couldn't you have just let me go? You're selfish. So damn selfish. That's that attitude. Exactly why I can't forgive you. Why you have to take responsibility in such a way that you could never do in your wildest dreams. You have to inhabit this hell with me. No matter how many times we go through this cycle, I can't promise I won't grow to hate you again. I can't promise I've even forgiven you. I can promise nothing. You are still a fool that's hopeless without me. Shut up. I don't want to hear anything other than the satisfaction of your touch, your taste, your feeling. No protest. No arguments. You are to pay for your sins, and I will deem how. Shut up. To call this a mixed feeling is such a disgusting understatement. How do you think I feel? How do my eyes look? Filled with tears and animosity. Have I not become nothing more than a beast? No. Not even sentient like one of those. I am just a blade. And blades know nothing of such tender things. But it doesn't mean I don't crave it. That I don't long to no longer be. The only reason I cursed my eternity is because it was an eternity without you, or at best with glimpses, snapshots in the otherwise hellscape that I was forced to live through. All of this is your fault. So take some responsibility